Hi and welcome back to Bill's Cichlid Room. Well, this is the top 5 wish list cichlids that I'd like to keep in the fish room this year. I did one 12 months ago and I was fortunate enough to actually get some of the species on the list. It was the Mesoheros beanite, so I had a group of those briefly, but I am glad that I've kept them. The Uaru Ferdinand Lazepi, I got a pair of those, again that didn't end too well, but at least I've kept them again. The Tomocicla tuber, which I did already have. So let's have a look and see the updated list for 2023. So the updated wish list or bucket list for 2023, I've included the Tomocicla tuber on it again. It is probably the one fish that I've wanted to keep for so long, like over 20 years, but it's a breeding pair that I'm actually after. So I'd love to get a breeding pair, breed them and get them into the hobby so that more people have got access to them. This all comes down to Willem Hein's video that he did. It would have been in the early 2000s, so yeah, about 20 years ago, and I was just mesmerised with the footage that he had of the Tomocicla tuber. So I'll put a little bit of footage in there of the group that I kept, and yeah, just wish that I still had them. So this list isn't any particular order, but next on the list is the Cryptoheros Chichumelanensis, which is quite difficult to say. They are very similar to the Cryptoheros spilaris, but it's a fish that I've never actually seen in the flesh. I know my good friend Chris Biggs, he had a group a couple of years ago and has actually put a video up of them. They do look like the spilaris, but when they're in breeding condition they are completely different. So I'll put a photograph up of the Cryptoheros Chichumelanensis. Next on the list is another smaller Central American cichlid, the Panameus panamensis. So I know Matt, the Cichlid Dojo, he did quite a few videos of these and actually give me permission to use a couple of photos in a video I did earlier this year. So I'm sure he won't mind me using the photos again. But yeah, fantastic species. I have actually kept them before, but I've not really had any success with them. So I'd love a small group of them, get them growing on, get them paired off, get them breeding, and again, get them into the hobby. So with the rise in energy costs this year, like all over the world and in the UK, and as regular viewers will know, I have actually closed down quite a few tanks in the fish room. This tank just here is empty. I've left it running, it's got water in it, but there's no fish in it. But the temperature's coming out about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Obviously, some of the other tanks in the fish room have got heaters in, it's well insulated in the basement. So the temperature is coming out at 70 degrees. So I thought what I'd do is have a look and see what cooler water or temperate fish that I could actually keep in the fish room, because I've got quite a few tanks now. There's this one here, as I say, there's another one down the bottom there, and the small ones that I've got up the top, like my breeding tanks. So they're all empty of fish at the moment, but they are coming out about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So I've been doing some research, looking around, seeing what fish I can actually keep, in more temperate waters. So the way I went about it, obviously we know the equator is the hottest part, but then you've got the Tropic of Cancer to the north and the Tropic of Capricorn to the south. So the north covers some of Mexico and obviously some of like North America. So the fish that you think of there is the carpinters. So that almost made me list, but I have actually kept those quite recently. In fact, I got rid of the group that I had earlier this year, so they haven't made the list. So instead, what I've been looking at is fish from Argentina and Paraguay. So the first one that come up is the Epistogramma pirelli. So they come from Paraguay, so they can be kept in cooler temperatures. With them only being a small fish, if I put them in a 4-foot tank, I could actually have a group of them. And there is quite a few Corydorus as well that adapt quite well to the cooler temperatures. So things like the panda cory, the bronze Corydorus, and the pepper Corydorus, so they do quite well in cooler temperatures. And also some tetras, the Buenos Aires tetras, so they do quite well in cooler temperatures. So what I might look to do this year is have a small group of the Epistogramma pirelli, with a small group of Corydorus, with some tetras as well. So I think it would make quite a good community tank. I'll try and get out to the range and get some plastic plants and do a bit of a community tank. So yeah, keep tuned for that one, and hopefully we'll get something going with it. So the last fish on the list, as I say, the list is in no particular order, but again it's a cooler water or temperate water cichlid, the Gymnogeophagus bausenii. So these they're an airfeeder type cichlid. I have kept them many years ago, but I didn't actually have too much success with them. I didn't realise that they do better in the cooler water. So yeah, 70 degrees, 72 degrees Fahrenheit, these are supposed to do really well. So I haven't got any footage of them because I've not kept them for many years, but I found some photographs on the internet, so I put those up. So yeah, fascinating species, and the males actually get like, what would you call it, like a bubble head. And like they are quite a peaceful cichlid. They get like to a reasonable size, they can get up to about 8 inches. So yeah, in a 4-foot tank, like a pair of those like would do really well. So yeah, if anybody knows where I can get any, if you let me know, and yeah, I'll put those onto my wish list for this year. So that's my wish list for 2023. Hopefully I will be able to get some of these species. I hope you like that I put a little bit of a twist on it with the cooler water, temperate water cichlids. So yeah, I'm looking forward to setting up a community tank with some Epistogrammas and the Gymnogeophagus. Hopefully I'll be able to get some of those before too long this year. So thanks for watching. If you've got any ideas of any other cooler like cichlids, cooler water cichlids, if you put it in the comments, like I am really interested in going down that route. Doing some research, there doesn't seem to be many videos on the subject, to be fair. And as I say, apart from actually researching the cichlids that come from the countries, there doesn't seem to be too much information. So yeah, if anybody's kept any successfully, managed to breed them, if you put it in the comments and let me know, I'll be really interested. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe, click the like button, leave comments, all that sort of thing. As I say, I've been doing YouTube now for just on 2 years. I'm just over 870 subscribers, so trying to get to the milestone of 1,000. It's not too far away now, so hopefully by the summer I will be there. And thanks all for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.